What up, guys? Welcome to the Runcast. I'm here with my buddy Paul. Paul, if you could introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, sure. Like he said, I'm Paul. I'm from Seattle, and I went to high school with Alex back in early 2000s.
Yeah, it's been quite a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get some really cool insights. Gonna go on our run here at Osaka Castle Park at the night. So let's go ahead and get to it. Got some questions here for you. First of which is, yeah, how'd you get into running in the first place?
Oh yeah, that's a good question because I've answered it many different ways, but I think the main thing was just trying to get healthier.
Oh yeah?
Like I feel like I never did sports growing up, and one day I decided to like go for a walk around the park near my house.
Okay.
And I was just playing like Nintendo all day. So one day I did that and I was like really out of breath just walking to the park.
Oh dang.
And I kind of was like, well, that's really not good. I'm only like 10 or 11 years old.
Oh shit, yeah.
So started thinking of ways to get more active. So really I started with walking probably, but around that same time I got a dog too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like forced to walk it. So you had no choice but to kind of be more active anyway.
Yeah, it was good to have someone or some motivation to run or like walk. But then what got me running really was every time my dog got loose, I had to like chase after her.
Oh.
Because she just would bolt out the front door. So I was like,
Okay.
I don't really have time to call my parents for help or anything. Just gonna start running.
That's actually pretty cool. The dog's like, I know what you're trying to do. Let me help you, and just like helped you get to where you needed to be, I guess.
Yeah, it was a very crazy like experience because I was really worried about losing the dog.
Oh.
But I realized she wasn't actively trying to run away. I mean, she would stop and like sniff things.
Okay.
So I realized if I had just enough endurance to like keep her in my sights, I'd be able to catch up with her eventually.
Okay.
But once I realized that our dog liked to walk and had a lot of energy, yeah, I would take her on a lot of walks that would turn into runs. And then I eventually joined my middle school track team that didn't cut anybody.
Okay.
And I started out as a sprinter, but I was very slow. So
what was your main event at that time?
my first year was the 400.
Oh, okay.
I have a distinct memory of thinking, or getting dead last. I have like this memory of like everyone just like started so fast, but I didn't realize how to race at that time.
You just like went full blast from the start and stuff?
No, I went really slow.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, the race is over so quick. I should have gone harder.
Okay.
So I had a lot of energy left at the end. And so I thought, okay, maybe a longer race will be better for me.
Ah, interesting.
So I started focusing on the mile more. And yeah,
maybe
I kind of just took off from there.
So, I mean, I was also 400 in junior high school. Did we ever go up against each other? I mean, I had shit memories, so I don't really remember.
Well, I think it's possible because we were living close to each other, but we went to different middle schools, so.
Right, but you know, we'd have like track meets and stuff, so.
Yeah, I don't know if they have records of it because we're so old. Like nowadays, they keep a lot of records online, but
okay.
Back then they didn't, so.
That'd be interesting because, I mean, we met in high school officially, but like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but yeah, if you were on the track team in 8th grade, I would have been in 7th grade.
Oh, shit.
So most likely we did cross paths.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Kind of small world.
Yeah, no,
Kind of thing right there. How about what's been your favorite event so far?
That's also a great question because I like a lot of events. And I would say from what I've heard from other people and what I think of myself, I enjoy everything from like the mile to like 50 miles.
Okay.
But I don't really know if I like the 100-mile yet because I tried that once and that was not the best.
That's pretty insane. I mean, for me, just doing, 26, so a full marathon is like, I'm already dead. How do you even get to like 50, let alone 100? That's crazy.
It's just a different mentality. Like, you know, you can't run as fast. So you focus more on like controlling your pace, eating food, drinking water.
Okay.
And it feels more mental than physical in a lot of ways. Like, you just have to tell yourself like to keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah, literally just don't get distracted with negative thoughts, which, you know, happens a lot.
Right, yeah.
The longer the race, the more chance of that kind of feeling that you can't go on creeps up on you, and it's like the devil whispering in your ear, you know. It's like, oh, you don't have to do this. You could stop.
Just stop. No one's gonna care. So, I mean, yeah, that's a lot of beginner runners. A lot of my friends are asking me too, like, how do you get over the wall and stuff? And, you know, easier said than done, just keep going. But
yeah, no, it's definitely not that easy, but I think the marathon's my favorite overall, okay. Just because, like, you kind of know what's gonna happen as far as how many miles it's gonna go.
Right. And usually the course is a lot more predictable.
Yeah. And just like, you know, it's still a long enough race that you can't sprint it, but it's funny. I got to say this in quotes, but it's short enough that you can run pretty fast.
Yeah.
So you cover a lot of ground in what is actually a relatively short amount of time. I feel like in longer races, you stop caring about time because it's like, it's such a long way to the finish.
Just finishing it is the accomplishment of itself. That makes sense. Part of me is still in that mentality where it's like, I want to do an ultra, but also I don't want to, you know, I always think about how like the Osaka Marathon has the 7-hour time limit. So it's like, shit, what if there's a time limit on that and can I make it or not or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's definitely some strict time limits in ultras. But ultras is like, depends what kind you're doing.
Right.
Like there's some in the mountains where it's like, you're actually out in the wilderness for hours. And you never know if someone's really going to be there to help you if something bad happens.
Right. Oh,
so those are things to consider. But I feel like the marathon, you don't have to worry about that usually.
Right. There's always like staff or at least in Japan. I don't know about like America or whatever.
Most of them do. It just really depends on the size of the race. And, you know, some races like New York City are so popular.
Right.
There's likely a crowd everywhere you go.
Okay. So in Japan, I mean, I've only done races here, but do people like still give out like chocolates or bananas and stuff during marathons in the States?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
In the Boston Marathon, people give you really all sorts of weird things. Like they'll offer you beer sometimes.
Oh, nice.
French fries or I assumed was French fries. I couldn't really tell.
Remember, it's a little hazy or too many beers.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, people give you anything in the hopes that you'll take it. I got Otter Pops are excellent when it's hot out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are the best.
I show my kids like Otter Pops and like, Nani? What's this? I'm like, dang, dude, you don't know what Otter Pops are? The closest thing they have is like Gari Gari Kun. You ever see the like the ice bar has like a gorilla face on it?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing they have. So it bums me out when I'm like, yeah, man, Otter Pops are the best. Nani? What?
Yeah, start making your own, I guess.
Yeah, we can go toward the river or just do a loop. What are you in the mood for?
Let's say it's your call.
All right, sure. Give us a turn right here and go up the bridge. Since you've already kind of been accustomed to the castle, we'll go up here.
Here?
Give you something new.
Yeah, I haven't gone over here yet, but I've actually been pretty interested in checking it out.
So out of all the like marathons that you've done, any particular favorites and why?
Ooh, man, these are always tough questions. I think the one that I've liked most over the years is called the Grandma's Marathon.
Oh, okay.
It's in a small town in Minnesota, but it's still like a super big race.
Oh.
It's like crazy competitive and people from all over flock to this small town. I think it's kind of crazy and almost comical in some ways because it's seriously a small town of like maybe less than 100,000.
Oh, dang.
I feel like at least 50,000 people come out to run it each year.
Whoa, that's more than here.
Yeah.
What the heck? What makes it so big and popular?
It's been around for a long time, and I think it attracts people that want a fast course, but also don't necessarily want to do a super crazy, like big city marathon race.
Okay, makes sense.
At least that's what attracts me to it.
Less hectic and crazy.
Yeah, which is a little ironic because it gets super crazy. Like super crazy. Like the freaking hotels sell out, restaurants booked up. The whole town is like just booked up for like 3 days of the weekend.
Oh,
So
they love it too. Get all that business.
yeah.
And then we'll hang a right here. Sorry, down this road here.
Nice. Oh, so the river passed down there, huh?
Yeah.
Or is that only for bikes?
No, we can go. We're gonna merge there pretty soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been staring at this from my hotel thinking, okay,
Yeah.
gotta check that out.
And then usually on my like Yodo River runs, we'll basically follow this course all the way north, and then we'll eventually hit it.
Nice.
So you've probably seen the little moats or whatever, the little boats, ferries that people do the tours on and stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, this is where it passes through.
Oh, nice. I'm impressed how many people are braving the cold for that quick boat tour.
Yeah, got the Osaka Marathon in 1 month, so everyone's getting it, everyone's training.
Osaka's in 1 month?
Yeah,
right on.
22nd.
Hey, maybe we should run longer then.
Yeah, up to you. I mean, I'm down either way. I'm gonna, I'm almost at the 150K for the month, so that's all I want to do. So,
Oh, nice. Right
not
on.
trying to do anything crazy.
Yeah, no, totally.
And then, of your events, which one's been the most difficult then?
I would have to say that's just gonna be the 100 mile.
Okay.
I haven't really taken too many stabs at it. Okay, I lied earlier. I actually did 2.
Nice.
But one of them was on a 1 mile loop course, so it was pretty boring. And it was like all on road.
Wait, you're doing 100 laps on 1 mile course?
Yeah.
Jesus, I would hate that so much.
Yeah, so it's a little redundant. I actually loved it, which kind of proves I'm a psychopath, but
Okay, there you go.
like it was boring, but like at the same time, you get to interact with the people in the race a lot more.
That's true.
I started talking to this guy that was like in his 70s,
Oh, nice.
and he encouraged me a lot to keep going. And, in the back of my head, I never had any intentions to quit, but, like the negative thoughts start jumping on your back the more tired you get.
Right.
And so I definitely started thinking about it. And so it's really awesome to have this old guy tell me to put on pants, warm up, and just walk as much as I feel like.
Nice.
As long as I make it to the finish. So
Like no pressure kind of vibes.
yeah, I mean, he was like, look, I'm 70. I'm gonna win my age group because I'm the only guy out here that's this old. And so,
Motivation. If you want to win something, just do it when you're hella old.
oh yeah. Yeah, no, totally. That's the truth. But his philosophy is he's just gonna keep running his whole life.
Okay.
And so that definitely inspired me.
One of the things, especially like, in the West, people always focus on like gym culture, getting jacked and shit. But in Japan, it's kind of very different. Whereas you see a lot more older people running and doing these kinds of events. Why do you think that is?
That's a great question too. I would have to guess, like a total guess would be a couple of reasons. I think maybe older people value their health more here than in other parts of the world.
Okay.
But the other reason I think is just, trying to think of how to word this. But I think people, I don't know about all of Asia, but my guess is people in Japan work very hard.
Right.
And so I kind of imagine that once they retire, they get a little restless.
Yeah, that's true. There's so many stories of like the salaryman who retires and just has no idea what to do with his life.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All of a sudden they have free time and
Go right.
want to do something meaningful. But it's interesting, that question, because I feel like across the board, running's gotten more popular, especially amongst these so-called gym bros and everything.
Yeah, there's a
more
lot more.
people are into running, and I think it's great because I think people limit themselves when they start thinking, oh, I lift a lot of weights, so therefore I can't run.
Right.
Or I run a lot and I can't lift weights because it'll make me too bulky. And it's like, it doesn't really matter what you look like
Right.
to make yourself into a runner.
I feel like so many people are focused on like being the best or having optimal whatever results, which is fine, but I see like the hybrid athlete mentality being kind of a good balance.
Yeah, totally. Like I know for me, I need to probably lift some more weights and just be more balanced,
Okay.
stay healthy. Yeah, I would love to increase my gym abilities, so to speak.
Though, I mean, your boss at running, how much like weightlifting do you do? Like, what's your usual training schedule like?
I mean, ideally it'd be twice a week, but
Okay.
probably only once a week. And it's kind of also just random.
Just
Like-
feel it out.
Like I have some weights at home, so if I see them, I'll lift them.
Okay.
That's pretty much my philosophy.
Okay. So definitely don't hide them in the corner for when you only feel like lifting. You have to have it.
Well, that's always such
available.
a concerning topic in my household. My girlfriend will put the stuff away and then I'll forget about it, and then I'll be like, oh, I haven't lifted all week. Why is that? I'm like, oh, because the dumbbells are put away.
Okay.
So I'm definitely let's put objects right in front of me so I trip on them kind of guy.
Okay.
But no, it's fine. I mean,
out of
yeah.
sight, out of mind is what they say. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
but it's fine. You know, my squat rack's in my garage and it's not going anywhere. So I get in there, do a couple squats.
Nice. It's more about just the consistency versus like the volume, I guess, or how hard you go.
And yeah, for me it is. I like just doing things consistently, or frequently is a better way to put it.
Okay. And then for anyone trying to kind of get into running but like hates it, or we'll take it right here,
Oh, nice.
or says that kind of going back earlier about not being able to push themselves or giving up too early, what would you say to that?
I think you just have to define what your goals are, because this is always a really good question when you're talking to young athletes. Mm-hmm. They don't really know what their potential is or their limits are. So they kind of put like a limit on themselves. They're like, oh, I can't do that. That sounds too hard. So you really have to it's one thing to say, don't give up and just try harder, but
Right.
I don't think that resonates with people that don't know what they want.
Right.
Exactly. Like once you know what your goal is, then you can say, oh, I got to do this and that and a little bit of that to reach my goal.
Okay.
And so I don't think it's worth it to force anyone to run. Obviously you have to want it.
Exactly.
But once you know a little bit more about yourself and your future goals, then it becomes a little easier to see your path, I guess.
As far as helping like your students or just anyone in general realize their capacity, and they're very like hesitant or resistant toward any sort of like positive feedback, how do you approach that? Like they're doing great, they're trying, but like they have so much more in them, but they give out just a little too early.
Oh. Like I said, it kind of depends on their goals. If they feel like they've been reaching their goals and they're happy,
That's fair.
then they've checked all the boxes, and it's up to them if they want more. And so if an athlete comes up to me and says, well, I want to get faster, and how do you do that? It's like, oh, well, I mean, one thing you can do is you can run more, or one thing you could do is sleep better. Figure out what part of your lifestyle isn't helping and figure out what you can do to make yourself improve. And
Okay.
some of it is mentality, and that's a really hard thing I found in coaching is like, some kids just get really psyched out with the training, with the competition. Sometimes it's just all nerves. So staying positive is part of training.
One thing I do, not for races, but like when I'm taking a test, like I've been studying Japanese list 10 years.
Yeah.
And like one thing I like to do before a test, we'll take it right here, to kind of get over my nerves is to like, pull on my earlobes and just like take a couple deep breaths for a minute, just breathe it out and slow down. How, like when you feel nervous or athletes feel nervous, what are some great ways to kind of get them in the zone and not psyched out?
Yeah, I don't really have too many personal rituals.
Okay.
I just like to make sure I tell myself like, no one's gonna be mad at you if you don't race your best except for yourself. And
Nice.
so you really just wanna make sure that you're positive about your training, your body, and whatever result happens, it's just like a time at the end of the day. Like
Right.
you can be more happy about things you have more control over. Like, did I stay positive throughout the whole race? when I got tired, did I give up right away, or did I, try to encourage myself to hang on? And, sometimes the simplest method is just like, what do you look forward to doing after you're done running or racing?
Like a
are you going to
reward.
treat yourself? Yeah, exactly. It's okay to treat yourself and take the pressure off.
That's
I mean, it's also important to remember to have fun.
Exactly, yeah.
Because, I think the bigger issue is I think people are comparing themselves to other people more than ever.
Yes,
And
I mean,
so-
SNS doesn't really help all them socials.
What is SNS?
So like social sites, Instagram, Reels, TikTok and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, social networking site.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are definitely bad for younger athletes, especially because I had a friend tell me like, oh, I don't like looking at Strava because it makes me bummed out. I'm like, why? And he's like, well, I see all my friends running and they're having great workouts.
Right.
They're running super fast and I'm just not there.
Right.
I'm not at their level. And I'm like, yeah, but like they're doing their thing. And if they're your friends, you should just be happy for them and not worry about what they're doing that you're not. Like,
That's true.
I get what he's saying though, because those negative thoughts always creep in
Yeah.
late at night when you're like, why aren't I improving? But
That's
if you compare yourself to others all the time, you're never really gonna feel satisfied or content.
fair. I can relate to that in that I stopped using Strava just because, not for the comparison, more so like they always say, here, do this challenge. And then
Oh, yeah.
maybe 1 month I'm like, oh, I'm feeling kind of lazy. I don't really want to do that. And then I just don't meet it. I'm like, I don't need the reminder,
It can be totally a slippery slope. Like I've heard even some like high level runners try not to use Strava or post to it because they know that if their run is going to go online later, they'll try to run like a little bit faster.
Oh, they'll psych themselves out.
It's just, social science is a great way to put it because it's like psychology 101, social facilitation. If people see you doing something, like you have an audience, it's going to increase your height and your performance.
Right. You feel the pressure and then you don't want to let people down.
Yeah, or you just want to show off sometimes. So I always run better on the track if there's some soccer players just hanging out because they're playing their soccer. They don't care what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're kind of just watching, right? Like they're aware. And so it works in positive ways too.
For sure.
I think Strava is mostly how you look at it, how you frame it
For sure.
within your own reference. If it doesn't work for you, like obviously, don't use it.
Yeah.
But for me, I find it really motivating.
That's good. You don't have to download every app, just get what works for you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. How about, you've done coaching and stuff, and we've talked about that, but how has running changed like your outlook on life in general?
Yeah, I don't really know where I'd be without running, so it's hard to compare directly. But I think without running, I'm not sure if bored's the right word, but I think I would find something lacking. Perhaps like a sense of purpose.
Huh, why is that?
I think sometimes I'm just kind of unmotivated to do anything. Like even like on a vacation, I'll sit in my hotel room for a while and be like, I've wasted like an hour just sitting here. But running is always that thing that like gives me that motivation and inspiration to get out the door. Especially where I'm staying near Osaka Castle. I can see people running and it's like, oh, cool. I should go outside too. And so running just makes you experience more of the world around you, I feel like.
Oh, I love that. And yeah, had I not started running thanks to you, I wouldn't have seen all these like cool trails, a lot of like interesting restaurants, stuff like that. You kind of see the city change around you more too.
Yeah, totally. The city is a lot more alive than you think.
Right.
From just urban areas.
And Google Maps can only tell you so much.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I love getting out and seeing like a new spot, new neighborhood. It's pretty cool. Like, because I feel like I've been in Osaka like 3 times and I've never been on this trail here.
Yeah, nice.
So
I'm glad we could do that today.
Yeah, and then the beauty of it is that once you know about a cool spot to run, you can like take your friends there and stuff and share that experience.
So you're kind of a local legend in Seattle. Do people ever get like starstruck when they see you or like recognize you when you're running?
I actually didn't know that. Am I?
Yeah, like when we were hanging out with your friends last time I was over and we went running, they're like, yeah, Paul's like a local legend. They were hyping you up, man.
Yeah. Depending which friends those are, they might have just been giving me a lot of a big load, but
okay. I mean,
no. I mean, I do get recognized every once in a while, and I'm always kind of surprised by it. But I guess that's the power of social media, is I think like people will see you that you might have never interacted with online, and then all of a sudden in real life, you know, people are genuinely happy to meet you and say hi, and you're like, oh, this is so cool that you have the opportunity to engage with people. Because I don't know what it is about American culture or any culture, but sometimes it's just hard to engage with a stranger. But I think if like you're on social media, however big or small, like you're connecting with people in some way.
right.
And so it just feels nice to get to meet people in real life.
Definitely. Yeah, and I mean, by doing this, you meet so many like interesting people you normally never would have. So that's why not.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I mean about like seeing people outside your window running and then wanting to partake is like when you pass a runner, no matter in any country you are, you know, sometimes they'll wave at you, sometimes they'll give you a nod, sometimes it's nothing at all, but you most likely entered their vision and vice versa and have a little bit of a connection there as runners.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my camera died.
Oh no.
But the recording is still going. So maybe I could just put some like background footage somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Any last words you want to say before we end the Runcast?
Well, one of your questions was about a hot take.
Oh,
And,
yeah, what's your running hot take?
I actually have no idea. I think my running hot take is just that people should just encourage other people to run. Like, that would just make it more fun. You know, I think like a lot of people are thinking to themselves like, oh, yeah, I don't run. I'm not going to do it. But I feel like you should just get everyone you know just to start running even if they really don't want to. I mean, like not forcing them, but
right.
just keep asking them because, I mean, I don't see how people couldn't benefit from jogging every once in a while.
Yeah, and I've noticed that, you know, running alone kind of sucks. But then like when I'm running with you or like even at the events, it just feels so much easier.
Oh yeah, totally. That's exactly it. Like somehow running in groups gives you more energy. And, you know, it might just be psychological, but I feel like so many things that your mind experiences affect your body too. And so that's why racing's a cool experience for me. I get really excited for races most of the time as opposed to nervous because it feels like you're doing something in a group, like together, as opposed to just by yourself.
Right.
It just gives it some basic intrinsic meaning.
Did you end up signing up for one of the races here? I know you were asking about it
I was trying to. I signed up for a race in Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah. I just kind of feel like I didn't have too much time here on a weekend.
That's fair.
And I looked extensively for one night. And I finally settled on a small looking race in Taiwan, but it's gonna be a 21K for me and a 5K for my girlfriend. So
nice.
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I've never been to Taiwan, but like I've always wanted to check out the night market.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I'm excited too. I mean, maybe a little warmer weather too will be nice for running. But yeah, mostly excited about food. And I've never done a race in Taiwan, so it kind of checks a little box for me.
There you go. Oh, right on. Well, thank you very much, Paul.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks for taking me here.
So, yeah, that's the end of our Runcast for today. Thank you so much for joining us, Paul. We had a nice, 1 hour run?
Yeah, it was around 1 hour,
Yeah,
give or
pretty
take.
good. What'd you think?
Oh, it was awesome. I didn't expect it to get so quiet, so close to the
Yes.
city. Yeah, and talking to you, I barely noticed the transition, but at some point it was like kind of dark and you could see the city lights in the distance.
Yeah, and just like we were running and then, oh shit, the battery died. I didn't really think we were running that long, so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
felt really good. Nice.
Cool.
How can people find you?
Oh, I'm active on Instagram.
Sure.
My handle's paobu.young, and or if you find me on Strava, just request to follow me.
Nice. Yeah. I'll link it in the description. Make sure to check him out. This guy's a beast. I'm really rooting for your events. You got anything coming up?
Yeah, my next race will be the Boston Marathon.
Hell yeah, dude. When is that?
It's like April 20th.
All right. Well, shit. Good luck, and I wish you the best, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.
Nice to meet you.